Do you hear him? Did I catch the engine sound? It got really loud right when I start the live stream. Do you hear him? Right when I start the live stream, he's like, "Rrrr." There he is. You hear him? There he is. You hear him? So anyway, everybody's homework assignment today is go share an ILLKAT video. There's 3,000 of them to choose from. Go share ILLKAT video, everyone, right now. Share this video or share ILLKAT video. Go. 3,000 videos of gang stalking footage, non-stop evidence of gang stalking, 3,000 videos straight. These two cars drove behind me simultaneous a second ago, and there's more cars sinking, and the engine sounds are still sinking, and there's children screaming synced a minute ago, or yelling synced, or whatever. And it's what I'm saying. I haven't seen the helicopter yet tonight, but it might be here soon. Been seeing a lot of them lately. I don't know. It might not be tonight. The moon's out. I see the moon up there. I see the Truman Show director up there jerking off, looking down at me. And he's like, sink on him harder. Yes. He's a fucking weirdo. Pedophile weirdo. Click the share button. Share all ILLKATs videos, all 3,000 of them. Hit the Cash App and PayPal. This dog's probably barking sync. Vote for ILLKAT 2028. Gonna illegalize gang stalking. Just 3 more years, then I'll be president, and we can illegalize gang stalking finally. Which should already be illegal, because stalking is illegal, but somehow it's legal, and they get away with it, whatever, because it's covert, but it's not covert, it's overt as fuck. But they do it in a way where it's quote-unquote covert, but it's really not, though. It's actually extremely overt, and it's 100 red cars in a row, and it's weird as fuck, and there's no explanation for it, and they can't explain it, and all they say is, you need mental help! I'm like, why do I need mental help? And they're like, because you're mentally ill! And I'm like, why am I mentally ill? And they're like, because you need mental help! It's just people going about their business. I'm like, but it's not, though. They're stalkered up. And they're always stalkered up. And they're like, you need mental help. They can't explain how it's not stalkered up. They're just like, it's not stalkered up. You need mental help. I'm like, no, dude, you need mental help. They need mental help. I don't need mental help. Do you hear that truck driving behind me right as my car goes, Koo! It's sync. It's always sync. Every video where you hear it, it's synced. The siren, what did it sync with? Did it sync? I think it synced with me saying the word sync twice, maybe. It turned on and then off again. I think it was syncing with me saying the word sync. I'm pretty sure. I was like, what did it sync with? And right when I said the word sync, it turned off. The fuck? That was the fastest emergency on Earth. I think that was an ambulance. That was fast. It was like emergency, like right next door. Like. There's been a few sirens today. It's been a bunch of loud engine sounds today, as always, constantly all day. It's been a bunch of cars constantly driving by all day. And it's been a bunch of weed whackers, and there's been a bunch of bugs landing on me synced and biting me synced. Right as I'm posting something, there's like a bug biting me on my ankle or whatever. They just keep biting me synced. Flies and like little gnats and whatever biting me synced and landing on me synced and flying up in my face synced. And just being annoying little bitches. Constantly. Like if I stand outside, they're just constantly biting me synced and shit. And then it's like hot in my car because it's been hot the last few days. So if I sit in my car, I'm sweaty, and then if I get out of my car, there's bugs biting me synced and shit. And if I go in the library, there's babies crying synced and people syncing with their children and shit. So there's constant torment and torture and psychological torture and literal physical torture, bugs biting me synced and shit, and directed energy weapons. All types of shit. People poking at me all day, being like, I'm not touching you, I'm not touching you, I'm not touching you, I'm not touching you, ha, I'm not touching you, ha, I'm not touching you, ha. All the cars that you hear driving by are stalkered up. If I wasn't here right now, there might be no cars on the street. I don't know. What's it look like when I'm not here? There are no cars on the street? Because they're all stalkered up. Just blows my mind. Like, what does it look like when I'm not here? I don't know. I kind of want to know. Is it just like one car every 5 minutes or something? Because when I am here, it's constant cars and they're all stalkered up. Or it's kind of less constant cars now since the sun started to go down. They start to thin out a little bit. But it's still pretty frequently right now. Like, here they come again. But when the sun's up, though, it's like non-stop, constant. And then, like, every time I do something, there's car. It's like if I get out, walk around my car, go to the back seat to get something out of the back seat, there's cars syncing with it, and then sync when I walk around the other way, I get back in the car. and they sink when I get back inside the car. They just sink, and then they drive a loud truck behind me, and it's like right when he drives behind me, and then they sink, and they'll honk when they drive behind me or whatever, and then they'll yell when they drive behind me, and they'll do whatever, and they'll sink. I think this truck that drove behind me synced with another car's engine sound. So share an ILLKAT video. That's your homework assignment for the day. Expose crimes against humanity. Share all the real targeted individuals' videos. The real ones that have video evidence. There's like 100 fake ones, and then they just talk to the camera all day. They don't have any video evidence, which doesn't necessarily mean that they're fake, but a lot of them are fake, and they don't have any video evidence because they're not being stalked. Because they're fake. And then some of them, they'll just like record a car in a parking lot. They'll be like, "This is a stalker." It's like, they'll just record a car sitting there, and it's like, "This is a stalker." But like my videos though, you can see synchronizer things, and like other target individuals, you can see synchronizers happening constantly. And I break down how it's all synced, and I break down how they're stalking me, and I break down how it's repetitive every day. If you compare videos, you can see the repetitive patterns day by day. You can see how it's repetitive as fuck, and how it's a constant pattern, and they are stalking me 100,000%, and I can break it all down to science. So share all ILLKATs videos, all 3,000 of them, or at least one of them. Or at least don't sink. Don't sink. At the very least, whatever you do, don't sink. And vote for ILLKAT 2028. If you don't vote, you can't complain when gangstalking isn't illegalized and human trafficking still exists, because they can track and trace everybody, but they just use it to stalk people, and they don't ever find any of the missing children. But they could instantly, because they know where they're at. So this is a PSA from ILLKAT, and I'm out. Don't sink.